Hi guys, FC Passion back for another video. First shout out to the on the Leeds Bros for letting me go on their halftime show. It was nice to say my opinion, so thank you again to them. Here's my reaction to Burnley versus Leeds United as we were at Turf Moor. As you could see, the conditions were terrible, and I think it kind of set the tone for the game. Stinking stalemate, horrible. Nothing to separate Leeds and Burnley. Just, I'd say frustration, but in terms of, didn't see a lot, did we? I mean, the first shot on target, 89th minute, it's poor. I didn't expect Burnley to come out and attack. You know, they had a way of playing. Didn't test Meslier, and I don't think we barely, obviously apart from that one shot from Dan James very late in the game at the 89th minute, barely test James Trafford. I thought we'd have gone for it a little bit more in terms of, but I think at the same time you've got to give massive credit to Burnley in defence. They just shut down everything we tried to do. I remember a lot of the time the ball was just the back between Ampadu and Rodon, who just they couldn't find for anything. They seemed to block every avenue off. I thought Pro 3-0 scraps, didn't have anything to do, couldn't do anything, didn't get the ball. Estate and Egan Riley, the two centre backs, did really well on him. Yeah, massive. Yeah, couldn't get through him. Couldn't get anything through to him. Aronson, I thought was decent. I think again taking too many touches when could have laid it off. I thought Bogo was good. I think the first half he just frustrated me a tiny little bit in terms of not really finding the right option. I remember one time there was a pass through to Brendan Aronson on the right, and he goes and switches to Byron, and the ball goes out of play. It's all if buts and maybes with that Leeds talk. Joseph thought did well when came on in terms of pressing from the front as he always does, but again didn't have much to do. I thought he involved a bit more. Same Ramazani, I thought blocked off every avenue. And same with Solomon in the first half, I thought, and Jada Anthony and Connor Roberts did well to block him off, and yeah, couldn't really do anything. It was just a really frustrating, boring game. It was really boring in terms of nothing happened. There's not much to talk about, is there, apart from the fact that we've got to be better. That's me. I think I've said it in numerous streams and in other people's reactions earlier. This for me screams as to why we need maybe another profile of a number 10. I did watch Fark's after match conference review of the game. We'll go with that. It's easier. He did mention whether you can take this with a pinch of salt or not in terms of whether you think it or not, that he doesn't have anything to report on transfers as he's fallen on for the last 6 hours, but maybe he said he'll open his phone back up after the conference, and maybe he has more to tell us in the next press conference. So take that as you will. Me personally, I don't know. I don't see 3 coming in at all. If 1 comes in, I don't think a 10. I think a 10 really much, and so it's games like that where you just need a bit of creativity, magic, and just to unlock the defence in it was. We couldn't get through to him. Couldn't do anything. Both wingers just couldn't do anything in terms of getting past the fullbacks. They really shut off everything, and I think that's just credit to Burnley in terms of didn't want to come out and attack. They didn't. They were happy to settle for the 0-0 draw. They've done it. I think it's about 13 matches in a row. 13 matches this season they've drawn 0-0. It's it's not entertainment at all. It's not fun to watch as fans, whether they're travelling or watching it on the TV like me. I feel sorry for all the Leeds fans going there. Just frustration. I think it was just frustration because I think it was just that final killer pass. I said on the Leeds Bros halftime show that it was the final pass that was lacking, and I think it was just a carbon copy of the first half was the second. There was no changed. I mean, apart from the one shot from Dan James, but apart from that, nothing at all. We move on now to Cardiff on Saturday. Of course, after that 2 days until the window closes. I really hope we do something. Like I said about the Fark comments, it might be, it might lead to something in terms of what he's saying. There could be something in the pipeline. There could be not. Like we've said, or like Fark has said, previously in other conferences, it has to be the right player, it has to be the right quality, and it has to be the right personality. to fit in now alone. He's not pressured to make any signings, which I don't think we are now. I think we've got a squad well good enough, not only just last season, but well enough to go up this season. And I think the teams that potentially coming down next year in terms of your Wolves, essentially, Ipswich's, Everton. Obviously, I know they're 6 points above the drops on now. Leicester, Southampton. It'll be a tough league. It'll be a very tough league to get out of. So I think anyone, we just need to get out of it. Obviously, parachute payments do dry up, but obviously that's then to look at. Like, we go 3 points clear of Sheffield, of course, who dropped points on Friday. Sunderland dropped points on Saturday. No one. Obviously, everyone's dropped points this weekend, but there's still a massive gap in fifth with Middlesbrough, so there's no real pressure on them pushing us just quite yet. I think we'd have to lose, all of us have to lose at least 2 or 3 in a row. I don't see that happening. I think we'll bounce back. Again, I think Cardiff, a tough game. I think they've done well. They've got quite a few. They've got a few wins on the belt. Obviously, they won the our Welsh derby 3-0. I think Robinson is on a bit of a goal streak, but I think we're 18th, so I think we're good enough to win. We've got plenty of quality, not just on the pitch, but on the bench as well to bring off. But I think we should get the game and get it just number one ticked off. Today, I think it's just one of them games where it reminded me a lot of the West Brom game in terms of nothing happening. I'd say a bit of the Millwall, of course, we did lose that 1-0. But just again, we've done hardly any creativity, hardly any creating chances, not even just testing keeper, just creating it, getting into the box. They did well, Burnley defence, they cut out nearly every avenue. But obviously, it's just one of the games it is. We take the point, another clean sheet, I guess. But yeah, 60 points now. Obviously, we're 3 clear of Sheffield United. 2 clear of Sheffield United. Obviously, if they win, if they win, obviously, if they win, they go top by a point. We need to win. We need to bounce back. But yeah, obviously 3 points above Burnley. They didn't cut the gap, obviously due to us drawing. But yeah, that's my take on the game. Obviously, sorry it wasn't much. There's not much to talk about. There really isn't. Just a very stale, boring game. But yeah, I think the conditions was horrible as well. But yeah, it happens in football. Thank you for watching if you do. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I do appreciate it. Any comments, any your opinions on the game, how you thought it went, any opinions on transfers, anything. Like as well, if you do like my post-match reactions, I do appreciate it. I'll see you for another one. I'm going to do probably a bit more in-depth in terms of the Cardiff one later on in the week. Talk about what my predictions, my lineup. But yeah, thank you very much. Have a great day. Have a great night. I'm saying how late it is. Enjoy yourselves. We go again. Leeds is Leeds.